Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sankara. We are going to take up a small class in jurisprudence. The topic is coercion. Coercion, C-O-E-R-C-I-O-N. Normally, we are going to deal with under section 506 of the Indian Penal Code. We call it as a duress crime. So, what is coercion? Better you know. Coercion is committing or threatening to commit any act forbidden by law. So, coercion is threatening a person to commit an act which is prohibited by law, as per law, which he is not supposed to do. Actually, law means normally you take it as Indian Penal Code. Or the unlawful detaining of any property, it is also coercion. Unlawful detaining of any property. So, ultimately, the intimidation of a victim. It results to the intimidation of a victim to compel him to do against his will, to do something against his will. Actually, by using the psychological pressure or physical force, etc. So, whenever normally you get bail or whenever an accused is subjected to the police interrogation, sometimes under section 167 CRPC, so the police may ask the accused for police custody. At that time, the magistrate asks very clearly, directs very clearly in the order that there should be no inducement, there should be no coercion, there should be no threat. Inducement, coercion, threat, almost on the similar lines. So coercion means a physical act which is against to his will and which is forbidden by law by putting him under threat. ఒక మనిషిని భయపెట్టి ఒక పని చేయిస్తే అర్థమైందా? దట్ ఈస్ coercion. Best example I want to give is pointing a gun towards somebody and asking him to give a confession. So this is coercion. This is a duress crime. So, or holding a knife, వేసేస్తా అని చెప్పి భయపెట్టి చెప్తే, yes, if the confession or if the statement is given, it's called under coercion. So, ఎక్కువ బ్లాక్మెయిలింగ్లో మీకు ఇదే జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. You may be knowing, a boy will be kidnapped or his parents will be blackmailed. Come on, you don't give money, he will be అని వాడిని కోయర్షన్ భయపెడతానికి చేస్తే ఆ పిల్లోడు బ్యాన్ ఏడుస్తా నాన్న డబ్బులు కట్టి అంటుంటాడు. సో దిస్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ కోయర్షన్. అండ్ టార్చర్, ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ ఆల్రెడీ ఐ టోల్డ్ యూ ది డైరెక్షన్స్ ఆఫ్ ద మ్యాజిస్ట్రేట్ will be given. No inducement, no threat, no coercion. What for? This is all to keep up the personal liberty or personal safety of any individual, or to see that he is free from the so-called torture. Against to the torture. If you put him to torture, it is nothing but coercion. Then sexual assault. Sometimes physical force against will. Yes, it can be done. Sexual assault. I don't want early morning more than this. Sexual assault is also a coercion. Please remember, definitely it is bad in law. We all know that no coercion should be used by a police officer to extract a confession. Even an ordinary person is also not expected to go for coercion. So you can ask him, if he tells the story, if he tells, it's enough. But you cannot go for the so-called duress crime. Because freedom, it is, so if the violation is, it is written, it is violation is, coercion is the violation of freedom or autonomy of the target person. Freedom of the person, yes, he can move freely, he can talk freely, he can do anything freely, but he does the act by force, by your threats. It is nothing but coercion. So it is nothing but intimidation. So for intimidation, you may know the punishment is up to, I think, 3 years, 506, 504. So into criminal intimidation. If the intimidation is criminal in nature, definitely it's very serious, not serious. It's a serious issue. So this is regarding the coercion. So normally it occurs, normally the caution is against the police. Police may threaten a person. Police may point a gun at the knife of point a gun at the throat of a person and ask him to give confession. It is coercion. Or somebody putting a knife near your neck and ask you to give a confession. It is coercion. So coercion should not be allowed in the tort, in the law. So therefore the concept of coercion is there. Whenever a law is framed, definitely if any coercion is there, that should be punishable. So for that purpose only the topic of coercion is necessary. You are getting a 2 marks question in jurisprudence. So therefore I am making this video. With this I am concluding. Thank you very much.